Today we'll be discussing Bruce Lee's classic film, Enter the Dragon, and the different film formats it was released on throughout the years, and it starts right now. Hey guys, Charles Damiano here from the Bruce Lee Collection for another exciting episode, and once again, today I'm here with my Bruce Lee brother, Hector!
Charlie!
I love it, man, I love it!
I'm losing my voice.
I am too, man. We have an exciting episode set up today because we're talking about my favorite film, as you know.
No kidding.
Enter the Dragon, and all the different film formats that it was released on throughout the years. And how are we starting? You said you wanted to start this a little different. We starting from the most current?
I'm doing one of those stripy rambles.
Yeah.
Right.
Woo! Stripey!
Stripey! Well, Charlie, listen. I know that Enter the Dragon is your favorite film.
It certainly is. See the shirt?
No,
Let's give a little credit. You know who did this one?
It's obvious.
Steve Wallen for the 50th year anniversary. Our
Steve!
and friend Steve Wallen.
Steve's the man.
All his beautiful paintings. He gave me this on the 50th year anniversary of Enter the Dragon.
That's a great t-shirt.
Yeah, and where did you get your t-shirt from? Because I love that one also.
Thank you. This one is from my friend Matt Day at Blunt Graphics.
That's a beautiful one.
See the label?
Yeah, I love it.
And this
it's
is
appropriate. He's holding a little record, an album.
He's holding a record album.
Yeah.
It's called the Bruce Lee Record Print.
I love it.
So thank you.
Nice one, nice one. So yeah, so let's explain what we're doing here today.
Well, Charlie, you know, I know that Enter the Dragon is Bruce Lee's quintessential film. It's not my favorite. My favorite Bruce Lee film is actually Fist of Fury, or the way we like to call it in America, The Chinese Connection. But Enter the Dragon is indeed Bruce Lee's quintessential film and the movie that Bruce Lee is known for. Most images that you see in magazines and posters and all over social media and the media worldwide is Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, certainly is.
So it is the movie that put Bruce on the map.
Yep, certainly did, certainly did.
And made him a household name. So I came up with the idea to showcase most of the formats that Enter the Dragon has been released on. And do you remember when you first saw Enter the Dragon?
Absolutely. 1973 in August, when it was first came out on August 19th in New York City at the Academy of Music. I was 14 years old. And it played with When Cotton Comes to Harlem.
Oh!
Double feature.
Love it, yeah.
So I saw Enter the Dragon, When Cotton Comes to Harlem, and then I had to sit through it again, because you can't just see Bruce Lee once. And I saw it a second time. It was amazing. 14 years old. I remember it like it was yesterday, man. I
saw it in 73. I think it was August as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And because you and I lived around the same area.
Yep. Lower East Side.
The Lower East Side. So when a movie came out that you went to see, even though I didn't know you at that time,
I know.
I know that I probably was in the same movie theater with you. We just didn't know who we were. But when I saw Enter the Dragon, I wasn't prepared to what BruceLee had in store for the audience.
Absolutely.
I mean, it hit us like a thunderbolt. You know, Bruce Lee, when the lights came down and Enter the Dragon started. But you know why we do these things, Charlie? This is what I usually tell my friends. We do these things because we want to recreate the first time that we saw Enter the Dragon.
Yes.
You know, that impact that we felt. I mean, listen, I couldn't sleep. I was so excited.
Oh, me neither, man. You just wanted to see more of him.
You wanted to see more.
And that's why you couldn't wait for the release of it to come either on TV, because at that time, we couldn't find a VHS or nothing was out yet.
Well, VHS came out in the 80s.
In the 80s. So we were like stranded unless it was played on Channel 5 on TV and they played Enter the Dragon. You had no way of seeing it. And I needed to see more of him at that time.
Yeah, same here.
He was so fast. The first time you saw it, you didn't even realize what he was doing on screen. It was just too fast. It was mesmerizing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to watch it over and over again. So what are we going to start with here today?
Charlie, we're going to start with the with the latest format.
Okay.
That, you know, for home entertainment, home video, and this is the latest releases for Enter the Dragon. Well, we're going to start with this one.
Okay.
This is the 4K. So the latest releases that these films have been put on is on that magical 4K Blu-ray DVD disc. It's amazing. And this one here came out in 2023.
Yeah.
This is the American version. It's from Warner Brothers, celebrating.
Let's pick that one up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. Yep. And yeah, this is the one we got when it came out, and it was just released.
This is the one,
a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's when me and you went out to buy our big 65-inch 4K TV.
Oh, we had to.
Our DVD player, 4K all regions, so we can watch these things.
We had to upgrade.
Had to do it.
Yeah, we had to upgrade.
And the quality on this is just simply amazing in 4K. What do you think of the quality and the picture quality and the color and?
It's beautiful. It's spectacular.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
The best ever, man. Wow.
If you guys don't have a 4K player and you're a Bruce Lee fan, I suggest you get yourself a 4K TV, you get yourself a 4K player, and of course these movies on 4K, you're going to see Bruce Lee in a different light.
Yes.
It's amazing. So Charlie, this is the USA 4K.
Love it.
Thank you, brother. And then this one here is the USA Steelbook version.
I remember I picked that one up as well. I love it. Look at that in the red box. The Steelbook. That's actually a tin.
It's a tin,
yes.
correct. I mean, you're getting the same movie, the same supplements. It's just for collectors.
But for us collectors, we need to have every version, man.
Indeed.
The Steelbook, the regular release. I don't have these two. When did you pick those two up? Where are those from?
I got these a little while ago. This one here is actually from Korea.
That's a beauty, man.
Thank you, brother. So again, this is the 4K Enter the Dragon, and this one
I love that image.
It's a beautiful one.
Yeah.
And it's got some Korean alphabet here, which makes it really collectible. Very nice to have. It's
another
got
4K Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
From Korea.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite poses there, behind the rock wall.
It's a classic.
It really is a classic.
You know, if you notice, Charlie, this one is open because this is the one that I watched.
Yes.
But I decided to leave these sealed for collecting purposes.
Yeah, why not?
Because it's basically the same thing.
It's the same thing, yeah.
It's just a different packaging.
Us collectors, we get it just for the packaging anyway, right, man?
You know, we empty our pockets just for, if Bruce Lee's on the right on this one, and on this one he's on the left, we're still going to buy it. We're still going to get it.
And what's this last one you picked up? Where's that one from?
This one is a really nice one.
I remember you just sent me a photo of that on my phone, and you said, Charlie, look what I picked up now!
Yeah, this is a great one. It's, as you know, if you notice, it's a bit thicker.
Yeah.
Because it's got more things. It's got like little lobby cards, and it's got, little posters.
Postcards, yep. So it came
a miniature poster.
Yeah. So it comes with more little collectible things in this one, so the box is thicker.
Indeed. This one is from Japan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So again, as you can see, you look at the difference. I'll show them the difference.
Yeah, in width, yeah, a little thinner the other one.
Yeah. So I got this one because it's got some more material, and just because the packaging is different.
It's beautiful. And the Japanese, they put in a lot of nice quality items in there. So
they certainly do.
They're known for their quality. Wow.
Indeed.
4 beauties. So
yeah, man. So you got. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
so you've got America. You've got the American Steelbook.
Yep.
You've got Korea. And you've got Japan.
If you guys have any other versions that we're missing here, I know that a lot of countries probably put these out, but these, I think, are the basics right now that came out in 4K.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do today is we're actually working from the most current format that Bruce was released on in Enter the Dragon, all the way back to 1973.
73.
When we saw it in the big screen in 35 millimeter.
Unbelievable.
So let's get the next couple of formats out
73, when I had a full head of hair.
There we go. Same here, man.
All right, let's go to the next one. Let's do it.
All right, we're back with the next format of Enter the Dragon films that were released throughout the years. So we started with the DVDs in 4K, and now we're working our way back, right, to the good old days, to 1970. So when did these come out, and what format is this that you just pulled out?
Now these here, Charlie, these are known as Laserdisc.
Okay, I remember when they came out.
Right, these are they're 12-inch discs. They look like DVDs, but in a larger format.
Right.
And this came out actually after VHS.
Okay,
so,
correct.
So quality-wise, they're a step up from VHS, but a step down from DVD.
Yeah, I remember when these came out. I picked up a few of the the Laserdisc just because I love the covers, especially this one that we got in a trade, me and you, back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Enter the Dragon. But I never bought myself a Laserdisc player. I wasn't sure how long the format was going to be around. It was very large and bulky, but you said you picked up a Laserdisc player, right? And you actually used to watch these on Laserdisc?
I do. I still have my Laserdisc player, and but I don't buy these just to watch them, because now we got them on 4K.
Oh yeah.
But I do buy them because of the large photo.
Yeah.
You know, so they're very nice to own. The artwork is really cool.
Yeah, they're
you
beautiful.
get more Bruce Lee on a 12-inch disc than a DVD.
Yes.
So, you know, but Japan really makes the best ones. Charlie, if you notice this one here, this is the Hong Kong Enter the Dragon Laserdisc.
And I love that one. Look at that. That is beauty. I love the cover on that. That reminds me of the actual movie poster, the Hong Kong movie poster.
Yeah,
right? It's
from the original.
From his waist up. Oh man, that is a beauty.
Yeah. This one came out in 89 actually. This is from 89. It's the Hong Kong version.
Yeah. I love that one.
I actually have the set, because that's a set.
Oh, okay.
There's Big Boss, Fist of Fury, Way of the Dragon, and Enter the Dragon.
It all came out of Japan.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, I'm sorry.
Right.
Wow, very nice, very nice.
So one day we'll do another episode featuring the other titles, and I'll bring those out. This one is the one that we did a trade years ago.
Years ago.
So
I couldn't believe you were letting that go at the time, because I love the cover on this. It's crystal clear image of Bruce Lee and Bob Wall there.
It's a beautiful
shot. I was
shot.
so impressed, and I love the red and Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon, the way they put that together. Man.
Let me show your audience the younger generation what a Laserdisc looks like. They probably don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, let's pull one out.
Except for us old timers.
Wow, look at that. That is beautiful.
So
it looks like a large DVD.
A large DVD, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's all silver, just like the little DVDs, but it's larger. It's almost like an album size.
Exactly. I mean, the quality is better than VHS.
Yeah.
But not as good as DVD.
Yeah, I got you.
That's why throughout the years they kept on upgrading and upgrading.
But it didn't stay around very long, right? The format?
No.
Maybe what, a few years?
Just a couple of years, a few years, because they were bulky.
Yeah.
And the thing is that if you didn't have one of this, there were two different types of players. One of them, well, the movie is on both sides of the disc.
Yeah.
So you have the standard player that you have to remove it to flip it over and then continue the movie.
I didn't know that.
But then you have other players that can play the top and the bottom.
So you just can watch it continuously?
Continuously.
Ah, oh wow.
Yeah.
Which player did you have at the time?
I have a Pioneer, which is a very good one.
You didn't have to flip it then?
You do have to flip it.
You did have to flip it, okay.
Yeah, it's one of the early models.
Yeah, Pioneers are great.
Uh-huh.
All right,
now,
so what's the next one?
Let me jump on this one quick. I want to save this one for last.
Yeah.
So this one is the 25th anniversary Laserdisc.
Yeah, I remember when that one came out, because that was 1998, and that's when they added all the unseen footage.
Unseen footage.
To the monk, right?
True.
And a few extra clips of him in the mirror room when he was listening to the monk,
Correct.
Talk to him when he was fighting Han. So
we
were all waiting for that in 98, because we knew they were adding some extra clips that they removed from the original back in 73.
John Little's short films.
Yes.
So we got a real good treat watching these guys.
Yeah, no, we did. A lot came out on that one.
Yeah, this one is on, this is the Warner Brothers Special Edition. And this one came out, I believe,
98, yeah.
98.
Yeah, because that's when the 25th anniversary happened. Yeah.
Correct.
Wow.
Now, I wanted to leave this one for last because this one is actually one of my grails. And this one is from Japan, as you can see.
That's beautiful also.
Yeah.
Wow, I love that.
This is known as a video disc, VHD. So it's a video, it's actually the movie, but you can't remove anything from it. It's a cartridge that goes inside a video disc player.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the whole disc.
It's the entire disc.
And you just pop that into
pop it into the
VCD.
machine and it plays.
Another format that it came out at. That really didn't stay around very long, because I don't even remember those.
No.
I have one of these at home, but I have one that's in a white version of Enter the Dragon.
Yes, the American version.
The American version. Yeah, this is the...
this is from Japan.
From Japan. Yeah, I have the American version of that, which has a nice cover as well.
Right, but the reason I bought it again is for the cover.
Yeah, beautiful.
So, yeah, man.
Another beauty, man. Wow.
I like this.
All right.
Yeah.
We're working our way down.
Yeah, man. So you've got Hong Kong, you've got America, and Japan.
Look at that. Another nice format.
Now, Charlie, there's other laser discs that Japan put out.
Okay.
I mean, we can't show them all here.
Right.
I just want your audience to get an idea of some of the laser discs, some of the DVDs and Blu-rays.
Right.
Because there's so many DVDs.
Oh, yeah.
We can't cover them all.
There's so many different versions.
I just want to cover the formats.
Yeah.
So this is more or less an idea of what Enter the Dragon on Laserdisc is.
So from this now, from Laserdisc, we're going to go down to what? VHS next?
We're going to go to VHS.
Because that's what came out next, right?
Indeed.
All right, let's go there. All right, guys, we're back for the next format that Bruce Lee came out on in Enter the Dragon, and this is a pretty comprehensive review of these different formats, Hector. So thank you for pulling these out of your collection. So what's this next format now that we're going to be showing the audience?
Well, Charlie, these are the dinosaurs.
Yeah, like us.
Like us, yeah. Well, of course, these are VHS, and this is the way you and I brought Bruce Lee home back in the days, back in the late 70s,
Yes.
early 80s, and so. Charlie, actually, this is the original release, the original home video release for Enter the Dragon. And these are on Warner Brothers VHS. And these came out, I believe, 79 or 80,
Yes,
or 1980.
You're right.
And this is the way I saw Bruce Lee for the first time at home.
Same here.
On
Yes.
home video.
Remember how big the VHS boxes were at the time?
Indeed.
They were huge.
They look like microwaves.
Yes, exactly.
But Charlie, but before VHS, we had Beta.
Betamax, I remember as.
Betamax,
Beta,
correct.
yes.
Sony was the one that put out a Betamax. And as you can see, it's a small cartridge. This is a very small cartridge, and it was released by Warner Brothers, and this is the box, which is similar to the VHS box, except that the inside
So let's hold it
kind of
up.
look the same. Yeah,
but it's
that's
small.
small.
Yeah.
So that is the right one.
Yep.
As you can see, it's a small little box there, and
Fits right in.
your Beta cartridge went right in.
And look, they make
came
it
right out.
Yeah, they made it easy. They have the little finger indents
For your
here.
fingers to pull them out.
The V8, the Beta. Look at that.
Correct. And I try not to really force these things, just to keep
just
the
leave
box
it in.
nice.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is beautiful. So that was the Beta version.
That's the Beta version.
And then this was the VHS version.
And this is the most common one.
Yes.
Beta didn't last too long, so I don't know why,
Yeah.
but
It didn't. They went right away. I don't even know if it was out a year or two, because I remember they just continued it right away. And then this was the first format I bought, also similar to you.
So did I.
Yeah, and then I had to run out and buy my VHS. And as a kid, I was just mesmerized when I had this on video. I finally could see Bruce now on TV. And I remember paying $50 for mine.
Wow.
These were very expensive back in the day. Now you can pick up VHS.
Forget it.
Yeah. After that, they went down and down, $39, $29, $19.99. I got even a few different versions for $9.99.
Indeed.
Right? But when you first came out, it was $50.
I ran home with this.
Yeah.
I saved up my money when I used to work at McDonald's.
Oh, man.
And I saved up my money, went home, and my father was there. Says, "Dad, we're going to watch Enter the Dragon." And it was so much fun. I mean, but Charlie, I wanted also to mention to you and to your audience that I really don't know why they got rid of Beta, because actually Beta was a better picture quality than VHS.
Oh, was it?
Indeed it was. I have no idea why they did away with that format so early and kept VHS. Maybe it cost a little bit more because the quality was better. I really don't understand, but that could be the case.
Yeah, if any of you guys know why they got rid of the Beta format so quickly and went to VHS, please chime in. I'm sure I know I would like to know that. I don't know the reason behind that as well, but if any of you guys know the answer to that, please chime in, leave it in the comments.
Yeah, please do, because Beta, well, Sony was the one that produced the Sony Betamax.
Yes.
And but it was an expensive machine. Probably that's another thing. But how much did you pay for your VHS player? Do you remember?
Oh, back in the day, it was a couple $100 back in the day, maybe $300-400. They were expensive back then.
They were.
Yeah.
My VHS player was an RCA.
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah.
I had an RCA player, and to be honest, I paid $500 for it.
They were very expensive back then.
And you know where I bought it at? at a pawn shop.
Did you really?
I bought it at a pawn shop.
Wow.
Yeah. And but I was willing to pay anything just to take Bruce Lee home and watch.
Yes.
You know, his movies.
And we watched it over and over and over again. Remember, I'm surprised we didn't wear them out. We watched it so many times.
This one is special to me, Charlie, because not only we also have. Well, we did an episode a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And this is the receipt of the original owner who purchased this VHS, and he bought this. His name is David Bach, and he bought this in what is it, September 28th,
1980.
1980.
Wow.
And he paid $62.70.
Look at that.
So
44 years ago,
David Bach. Yeah, David Bach. I want you to know we have your VHS.
Yes, and now it's in Hector's collection here.
And I'm taking good care of it.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That is great.
All right, Charlie, we'll put that there. Now, we're going to move on to this one. Most people recognize this one.
Yeah.
This one is from 1998.
Mm-hmm.
And this was celebrating the 25th anniversary of Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
And they put it out in this handsome box, which takes up a lot of space.
It does.
But still, it's a great keepsake.
That's because they added so many goodies to that one.
They did.
They really put this together nicely. Let's
You
show
know?
some of the items that are in that box set, man. I remember when I picked this up.
And it slides out.
Look at that.
Right? And comes with a very nice, handsome booklet.
Yeah,
There you go,
look at
Charlie.
that.
Yeah.
The Enter the Dragon booklet. It's like a 40, 50 page booklet on some nice photos of Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon.
Indeed. And it's got some really nice repro Enter the Dragon lobby cards.
Yep.
And here, I'll show these real quick.
Yeah, the 8x10 versions, yeah.
8x10s and...
Yeah, they really did a nice job in putting together this box set.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I paid $50 for the box set at the time in '98. I actually still have two that are unopened with the cellophane still on it, and I have one that's open because I wanted to play it because, you know, on this version is when they added in the extra scenes.
Yes.
Bruce talking to the monk.
The monk.
Yep. Which they put in for the 25th anniversary of Enter the Dragon. Look at that. Those are beauties. And then they added these things in too, right?
Then there's a little frame of a 35mm print,
Mm-hmm.
and this is pretty cool.
And the slide, right? They put the slide there, the 35mm print slide.
Yeah. And you could frame this; it'll look pretty
beautiful,
cool on your
yeah.
on your wall. So
And they made the image from the slide.
from the 35mm,
Right, that came up with the image.
Right,
Yeah,
everybody's
look at
got a
that.
little piece. Mm-hmm. And then it came also with the CD soundtrack.
Yeah,
which is the
nice.
oh man,
I forgot about that. The CD soundtrack was in there.
with
Yeah,
all new music. So you got your CD soundtrack
that is classic Lalo
Schifrin
music.
and your VHS.
Yep.
Which is what we're talking about.
Yes, there it is.
There's your VHS cassette. It went in there. I like the way they did this packaging.
What a nice box set.
They did a
man.
nice job. Yep. Japan is the one that would normally do something like this.
Yeah, but America did a nice job on this one.
They did. They showed some respect to Enter the Dragon. So
who has this in their collection? Leave it in the comments. Love to hear if you have this in your collection. It's a wonderful box set. And if you don't and want to pick up one, like I said, I do have two extras that are sealed, not even open, from 1998. So if you want to pick one up, reach out to me at cdbrlee@aol.com. Shoot me an email and we can discuss the details behind it.
I'll take one.
I'll take it right now. I'll give you 5-1.
I'll give you 5-1. All right, Charlie.
I love it, man.
So you ready for the next format?
Wow, I can't wait. We're going down.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, we're back for the next format of Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon.
What we have here is Super 8.
I remember that format well. I still have my Super 8 camera.
There you
I
go.
still have it at home.
You mean your projector?
My projector, yes. And I actually bought a camera as
got a
well
camera?
that I used to video with, but the projector is what we played the Super 8 films on.
You know, Charlie, I remember back in '76. I used to belong to the New York City Young Filmmakers, and I learned how to make movies.
Did you really?
Back in the days, yeah.
Wow.
It was a program that they had for the kids to keep them off the streets.
Yes.
Because, you know, as you and I both, we lived in the same neighborhood.
Yep.
We know how tough it was.
Rough area.
It
Lower
was,
East Side in
Lower
New
East
York
Side.
City.
Drug infested.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of crime, prostitution. It was bad. It was bad. So they came up with these programs to keep the kids off the street. and it was called the Young Filmmakers Super 8 Club, and I was part of it.
Wow.
And they showed us how to make movies, and I started making, everything I did was kung fu related.
Yeah.
You know? But the sad thing about it is that when the school closed down, the instructor had called us for us to go there and pick up the movies that we did.
Oh, okay.
But being that you're a teenager, you know, you're busy dating the girls and you're doing other things. I take everything for granted. I says, no, I really don't need them. Today, I'm willing to give up my entire collection just to have 2 or 3 reels of me when I was a teenager.
I know.
So, you know, a lot of those things are lost.
Wow.
But Charlie, these are from that era. I believe these are from 1975 or 76.
I believe you're right.
And this is actually the complete film, Enter the Dragon, on Super 8 in 4 parts.
Wow. I don't have this. I don't have the complete film. I have the one version.
Yeah.
Where it's the same box, just like this. You've seen it, right?
I've seen it, yeah.
Same back. But it's like a 20-25 minute compilation of the film.
They're excerpts.
Yeah, a
from
condensed version of the film.
Version, right.
From beginning to end, but they didn't put all the scene, not the full film. That's the one, I actually have 2 copies of it. That's the one I have. Very similar to this. But I don't have the full film. I didn't even know they came out with this back in the day.
They came out in 2 versions, the complete film and then the edited version.
The edited version, yeah, so, that's what I have.
On one reel. I got these from our good friend Daryl Matthews, who's a very famous artist now, Daryl Matthews, and I bought these off of him a few years ago.
Wow. Shout out to you, Daryl.
Indeed.
And we're looking to get you on the show at one point.
Yes, sir. I spoke to him yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
So the only other person, I don't mean to boast, but the only other person that I know that has the complete film on Super 8 is a Super 8 collector. He's not a Bruce Lee collector. He's a Super 8 collector. He's got other films like this. And I saw this. I says, but why does he have 4 of the same?
Yeah.
It's because it's the complete film on Super 8.
Wow, that's amazing.
And little did I know that Daryl Matthews had it.
Look at that.
So
you picked this up from him.
He actually called me. He says, Hector, if you're interested, I'm willing to sell you the movie. So I'm like, wow, yeah, absolutely. So I picked it up. Let me show the audience. This is a Super 8 reel. So you're going to need a projector, not a DVD player, not a laser disc. It's an old school Super 8 movie projector. And
yeah, look at that. Wow. Yeah. I remember that. You used to pop that onto the reels, right?
Yeah.
The reels right onto the projector?
Yep. Just like in the movie theater.
Yep. And I remember when I was playing my Super 8 films, I actually bought the screen. Remember the projector screen that would come down?
Oh,
the metal
indeed.
stand?
Yeah.
And you put it up. I had it in my kitchen. I put my projector on.
Yeah.
You heard it clicking away.
Those are the
and then it would come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got that film smell.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Nice.
There's a syndrome called vinegar syndrome that happens to films when they start deteriorating.
Well, that doesn't smell like
but
vinegar.
It's not vinegar.
No.
It's a film stock scent.
Yeah,
which is
great.
it's wonderful.
Yeah, that's great. It's like smelling a comic, an old vintage comic. It has a certain smell to it.
Indeed,
Same
indeed.
with that, yeah.
And these things were fun because I used to invite my friends over. We'd sit down and watch Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
But Charlie, check this out. Look what I did back in the 70s. I actually went to a movie theater that was playing Enter the Dragon. Not Enter the Dragon, actually Fists of Fury. And I brought my Super 8 camera. And I sat there and I did the first bootleg job, by recording the...
Yeah.
So today, people a couple of years ago, they would bring their phones and they'll record from the screen. Back in the days, I did it with a Super 8.
Yeah, that's the only way you could do it.
Right, and then you'd send them to be developed.
Yeah.
The Kodak film, right? So I got to see Bruce Lee at home before I
they came out in Super 8.
In Super 8, yeah.
Yeah, this was a great version. I was very excited when the Super 8 came out. And I used to buy all the little trailers. Remember all the little trailers that came out, which I'm sure we're going to probably talk about next.
Yeah, sure.
I got a lot of mine from Jerry Ollinger at the time.
Jerry Ollinger.
And you remember the setup he had in his store back in the day? He had the camera out with the little wall, and you used to go in there, and he used to play all the Bruce Lee trailers in a little room. He used to go behind a curtain, and he was playing and that's how I bought most of my trailers.
You want to hear something?
What's that?
This is not rehearsed, and this was not premeditated. I kid you not, Charlie. I actually had a dream that I was at Jerry Ollinger's store last night.
No.
Yeah, man. Yeah. When you just remember.
Yeah.
Wow. I had a dream that I went to Jerry Ollinger's store looking for Bruce Lee material, and there he was. For those of you who don't know, Jerry Ollinger passed away a couple of years ago. And he was known for smoking that funny-looking cigar. And there he was with his cigar at the store, and I was looking for some Bruce Lee stuff.
Wow.
Maybe because I had in my subconscious that
we were going to do this, yeah. And he was such a big part of our childhood. I mean,
indeed.
I got most of my stuff from him back in the day, and a lot of collectors.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of you know who Jerry Ollinger was. He had a catalog. A lot of you ordered from his catalog, and he had a huge supply of Bruce Lee memorabilia. A lot of the original movie posters, lobby cards, movie stills at the time, the Super 8 films.
Indeed.
That's where I went to get most of my stuff back in the day. I mean, he had a huge memorabilia house, right?
There were two people. It was Jerry Ollinger and then Movie Star News.
Oh, the other one, yes.
On 14th Street also. Now, these were people that actually did things that we never even thought of. They went to the movie companies and they bought posters and lobby cards, and then they made them available to the public. Because remember, those posters and lobby cards, once the movie was shown at the theaters, they wrapped them up and sent them back to the film companies. But it's because of people like Jerry Ollinger that you and I have these posters in our collection. And we're talking about 1973, 1974.
The original movie posters.
You are one of the first to start collecting that material. I know you started doing that back in 73, 74.
I bought all the movie posters that came out at that time, and not only did I pick up some from him, but I also used to go all the conventions at the time they had, all the comic books, and you'd always find a section of Bruce Lee and memorabilia, and I would buy all the movie posters. I even have some price tags on some of my movie posters.
Some of your movie posters,
They were like $15, $20, $25, $30 back then, and Jerry was selling, I remember, Enter the Dragon at the time, the original, for like $500-$600 back in the day.
That was years later, actually. Because in 1973, I'm going to be honest with you, I bought a Bruce Lee poster for $20 from Movie Star News.
Oh, okay.
But I'm talking about 73, 74.
That was before the value started going up.
Right. But then in the 80s, the prices started picking up.
You used to look at his catalog, and you couldn't believe the prices that they went to at that point, because the demand started getting a lot higher.
Of course.
And they were much harder to find at that time.
They were much harder to find.
Getting more and more rare.
Indeed. But you were one of the first, because you amaze me, Charlie. I'm really going to share this with your audience. You amaze me because you had a good frame of mind as far as collecting was concerned. Back in the 70s, I don't know how you did it, but you would actually go to Chinatown and buy 3 or 4 of the same magazine. You had a premonition that they were going to increase in value. I just bought one. And not only that, but I would actually open up the Chinese magazines, cut up the pictures, and put them on my wall.
But you
didn't do that.
No, I would always cut up one, because I did the same thing, and that's one of the reasons I also bought 3 or 4 copies, because I knew I was going to cut one up, put them in scrapbooks, put them on my wall.
Okay.
And then I would always keep 2 or 3 in mint condition.
That's
I put
amazing.
them in plastic bags, and to this day I still have some. I've been selling some to other collectors now, and people that I know that want to add it to their collection. So the ones I still have available in double or triple, I've been having other fans share.
I'm amazed that you did that. You and John Negron, our friend from Carolina.
North
John,
Carolina.
He's another one that he knew he knew the value of things, and then he started buying it when he was young. I bought a magazine or 2. That was good for me. But you guys bought them in bulk. And today those things are priceless.
They are.
They're priceless treasures.
Thank you.
So
so this is great. So you want to work our way down to the next format?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. All right, we're back, guys. So Hector, man, what's the next format of Enter the Dragon we're going to be sharing with the viewers today?
Are you ready?
I am ready, I think. You never know what surprises this guy has in mind.
Bam!
Wow, look at that. In the wood case.
This is pretty heavy, man. Look at this.
Oh, man, that is vintage. I love that.
Old school.
Old school.
Back in 1976, when I was in junior high school, I had a teacher named Mr. Seymour Baker. May he rest in peace. Such a nice man. Seymour Baker was my woodshop teacher, but he was also a big fan of film.
Okay.
And he had a 16mm projector and of course 16mm films. But being that I was in junior high school in 76, he had all the current movies. He had Death Wish, Cotton Comes to Harlem. Shaft. But what really made us so excited to go to Mr. Baker's woodshop class was that he had all the Bruce Lee films on 16 millimeter.
I would have been not able to wait to get to his class knowing he had those.
But you know why he did it? Again, because us kids, we didn't want to go to school.
No.
So the only way to keep us in school was by showing us movies.
That was a good tactic on his part.
Now let me tell you something. Years later, one day I says, man, I wonder if Mr. Baker is still living.
Yeah.
And I called the school, and the school told me he had just retired about a year ago. So if you want to contact Mr. Baker, write him a letter, put your phone number and all your info, bring it to the school, and we'll forward it to Mr. Baker.
Wow, look at that.
So I did, but the reason I contacted him was I wanted to know if he still had the projector and if he still had the films. Lo and behold, he did. And so to make a long story short, we met and I bought his projector and his films.
Oh, so the projector you have that we did in another episode, that was his?
The projector I have is a newer
version, okay.
The one I bought from him, which I still regret to this day, it was taking up a lot of space in the apartment because DVD was coming out.
Yeah.
So I says, why have all this stuff?
Yeah, why have two? So you sold that one.
So I sold it.
All
you
right.
know, but I did buy, well, you know, somebody broke into the school and they stole a lot of his movies and they stole some of the Bruce Lee stuff.
Oh, wow.
But I managed to get The Big Boss. He also had Return of the Dragon, Sonny Chiba. And, well, Charlie, to make a long story short, this is, I feel like Indiana Jones.
There we go. Let's
opening up
unwrap it.
In the Temple of Han.
It's funny what collectors did at the time. That was great of you to think, hey, let me call my teacher, see if he still has it. That's how you hunt for collectibles, guys.
That's how you do it.
You get a thought in your mind, you go, let me reach out to this person, see if he still has it, and lo and behold, Hector has it now as part of his collection. The 16 millimeter version of Enter the Dragon. Look at that. Put out at that time. Wow.
You know, so this print is from, I think it's like maybe 1974, 75. It's in widescreen, in color and sound.
Ooh, wow, widescreen too. Look at that.
So,
I love the
yeah.
teal
Covers,
casings,
right?
yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Beautiful.
So it comes in,
how many reels are in here? 3?
it comes in 3 reels.
It's a 3 reel,
Yeah. So this is 1 of 3,
Yep.
2 of 3, and 3 of 3.
3 of 3. Wow, look at that. And this is what you saw in school when you went to woodshop. He showed this film
Right,
to the kids in class.
Correct.
Wow. What year was that again?
76.
Going way back now.
Yeah, yeah. So
It's amazing. Bruce was such a big part of everyone's life.
Indeed.
You know, especially as kids, right? And not only back then, but still to today. He still, you know, inspires and is such a big influence on kids' lives and adult lives, even to this day.
correct.
It's amazing the inspiration he has on us all.
Let me just say one thing about Mr. Baker. Getting back to the school, the films were indeed edited.
Yeah.
Like not edited. He would shut the light off when the nudity scenes.
There wasn't many, but there was a few.
Yeah, yeah.
With like Anna Capri and John Saxon.
Yeah, but a little lower.
Yeah.
So Charlie, this is a 16 millimeter print.
Look at that.
And this is Enter the Dragon, the complete film in color and sound. And this is the way we saw it in school. So,
Look at that. I love it.
yeah.
So 16 millimeter was a little larger, right? It was like the thickness was a little bit more. 8 millimeter was thinner, right? And then they came 16 millimeter.
Correct.
And 35 millimeter was the largest format and the clearest.
These are the kind of films that they show in senior citizens' homes,
Yes.
in prisons, schools.
The 16 millimeter.
Correct. And it's a step down from 35 millimeter.
Exactly.
So the 35 millimeters were for the movie theaters, for larger capacity rooms, and but these were for schools, a smaller audience with a slightly smaller screen.
Yeah. Because you would lose the clarity if you try to show this in a movie theater on a big screen.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Wow, that's great, man. Wow.
And I still do collect 16 millimeter. I have other films on 16. It got some the Green Hornet from the 60s, the original show with Van Williams.
I remember that. We did an episode on that. which I'll add a link up above, guys, because we actually did an episode on all Hector's 60mm films at one point, and if you haven't seen that, I'll put a link above and you can watch that as well. That was some episode, and we ended that episode, remember, by watching Enter the Dragon on 60mm, me, you, and Andre.
Oh, we had a good time.
And we had a good time that day.
I still continue to collect on 16.
Yeah.
I have a lot of trailers, which I enjoy.
I love the trailers.
You know, those were, sometimes the trailers are much more exciting than
the film, yeah.
You know, so...
Because that's what helped sell the film. That's why you went to the movie from the trailer, so they made those really good.
Indeed.
Wow, look at that, man. That is a great set. I love the box. Was this the original box that came in?
That's the original box.
Oh, nice, man. Mm-hmm. Well...
So, Enter the Dragon on 16mm.
All right, let's move to the next format. You ready?
Let's go. I'm getting tired, but let's do it.
All right, see you guys in a few. All right, welcome back, guys. Here we are for the final format. And we saved the best for last. Mm-hmm. This is how it all started.
It's how it all started for many of us.
So why don't you talk to us about this final format here, Hector?
Well, Charlie, this is the one that started it all. This is what they call 35mm. And 35mm is the theatrical format. Everything nowadays is digital now.
Yes.
I mean, you can carry a full feature film in your pocket and show it in the movie theater. But this is the way we did it back in the 70s.
Yeah.
So what you see here, for those of you that have not seen this before, this is the original 1973 Enter the Dragon on 35mm film.
Woo! I can't believe you have this, man, in your collection.
Well, we had a great screening.
We did.
When did we do it?
August 19th of 73. Just, 6 months or so back. On the 50th anniversary. That was remember that screening?
That was a year ago.
Oh, yeah, that was a wonderful screening, man.
A lot of people attended. It was a lot of fun.
We filmed it. If those of you missed that screening, I'll include a link above. You can catch the screening that we did, almost a year ago for the 50th anniversary. We probably had over 50 people show up for that.
It was great.
And you screened your 35mm film at the Anthology
Film Archive
right here in the city in Manhattan.
In Manhattan.
Yeah, that was a great day, man. That was a great day.
It was pretty cool, you sitting in the audience and you're looking at the screen. It gave me chills two times. Gave me chills for seeing Bruce Lee again on the big screen.
On the big screen.
And then the second is knowing the fact that what I was seeing on the screen is my print.
Your print.
So I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Every collector has pride and joy in certain acquisitions, and this is one of them.
Yes, yes.
So, Charlie, as you can see, it comes in 5 parts. Mm-hmm. It's Enter the Dragon in 5 parts. We've got reel 1, 2, reel 3, 4, and 5. And as you can see by the label, I'll take a photo so we can show them to your audience. These were directly from Warner Brothers. So these were obtained from Warner Brothers Studios.
Yeah. And the print you have is really nice quality because the Anthology Film Archive wouldn't even play it if it wasn't the proper quality to play on the big screen. So you have a really nice print here. I remember when we saw it, I was very impressed with the color and the whole flow of the movie. It was perfect when we saw that. So great find in the print, because it could be bad, right? A prints could be,
of course.
If they're not stored properly, they could be damaged print, but yours was in great condition.
What they get is a syndrome called vinegar syndrome when they deteriorate. So, but the thing is this: we shot video of the screen on our phones, and the print looks kind of reddish on video, but that wasn't the color on the theater.
No.
In the theater, the colors were pretty bright and still colorful.
Yeah, no,
for an old print.
They were great. Yeah, I was so excited when you said you were going to screen this at the movie theater, because I haven't seen Bruce on the big screen in years and years and years.
That's amazing.
It really added to the excitement of watching Enter the Dragon again. And I actually took my son at the time, Aiden, because he's never seen Enter the Dragon. He's 22 now, and I said, "Hey, I want you to see it on the big screen." And he really enjoyed the film.
And he said,
even the younger generation, which I didn't think, but he goes, "Wow, that was a really good film."
Bruce Lee was cool for all generations.
All generations, indeed he was.
But I remember I was looking at you. I'm looking at, I'm looking at Charlie while we're looking at Enter the Dragon, and you were like glued to the screen. But I said, but wait a second, Charlie must have seen this movie so many times. And then you told me the news that you hadn't seen it since the 70s.
Since the 70s, yeah.
I'm like, what a treat.
I never went to any of the reunions, and when they show it in the movie, you used to call me and go, I'm seeing it in the movie theater, because every 10 years or so they would put it out.
I saw it so many, in New York City, they're always
I was
screening
away,
Enter
I
the
was in
Dragon.
California working, and you'd call me and go, oh, I'm going to go see it. I go, I can't make it. So I've never seen it since the 70s. That's why I was glued to the screen.
Correct.
There's nothing like seeing him on the big screen.
So, I mean, the sound, the picture, the audience's response.
Yeah, and you could have a 65-inch TV, 75, 85, but to see it on the big screen,
it's not the same.
It's so dynamic.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah,
that was insane.
I mean, I'm gonna admit, the 4K print looks better than 35.
Oh yeah, no, it's.
I mean, it's so
mind-boggling.
It looks like they filmed a movie just the other day.
It looks 3D almost. It's so crystal clear, and the colors just pop.
But the atmosphere of being in a movie theater, the ambiance, I mean, it's the energy is so. You can't duplicate that at home.
And we saw it with 50, 60 collectors and fans.
Crazy.
And they were screaming at the screen, kick his ass, Bruce! Remember that in the old days?
Indeed.
Everyone was talking. It happened again just last year.
Joints and bags.
Oh,
People selling joints in the...
That's what made the environment so great, is that, I felt that experience was like we were back in the 70s, because everyone was screaming like it was the 70s again.
I had a friend of mine that used to go to the movie theaters. You know what he used to bring to the movie theaters, man? Chicken and broccoli. You know how that stinks in the movie theater? I mean, it's delicious.
He must have been into fitness. That's all you eat when you're into fitness. Man. Chicken and broccoli.
Watching kung fu joints and while he's having chicken and broccoli. Back then, you could get away with it.
Yeah.
Today, they check your bags to make sure you didn't even bring a soda from another store.
That's true.
So Charlie, Enter the Dragon on 35 millimeter, the one that started it all.
Wow.
Right there.
All right, Hector, I see here you brought out some bonus reels for us here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this?
Charlie, we got two goodies here. Like we said before, sometimes you went to the movie theaters and the trailers were better than the movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when it has to do with Enter the Dragon, that's impossible. Both the movie and the trailer are amazing.
Beautiful, yes.
Right? So what we have here is the 35 millimeter theatrical trailer to Enter the Dragon.
That is beautiful. That's a nice companion to your full featured reel of Enter the Dragon. Now you have the trailer as well as the full feature.
Correct. This is from National Screen Services.
Look at that.
And it's the original Enter the Dragon trailer, the one you would see in a movie theater. So, I wanted to screen this with the film, but unfortunately we didn't have any time. Because they charge you $500 per hour to show a movie.
Wow.
So, it's the minute you wanted to show a little extra.
A lot of money. It's a lot of money. And we're thinking of screening a film in a little bit, right? You said you want to screen your Brandon Lee?
I want to do Rapid Fire, and I want you to screen your Return of the Dragon. We're going to do a double feature. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we have to come up with $2,000 though to show this. So we're going to need a lot of support from the fans if we do this, man.
It's not cheap.
So we'll keep you guys posted. So if we do this and decide, we're going to need a lot of you guys to attend the screening with us, because it's going to be a $2,000 night.
It's going to be pretty expensive.
But it's going to be fun, man.
To watch Bruce Lee. But we
Father and son in the movie theater.
Both together.
Yeah, that's going to be good. So what's this other one you have here?
Now, Charlie, this one here is one of my personal favorites. This one is my 16 millimeter print of the making of Enter the Dragon.
I love that one.
So it's the Enter the Dragon featurette from Warner Brothers.
I love that one.
You remember seeing this on TV?
Yes.
Before Enter the Dragon was released?
Yeah.
I remember seeing this on Channel 5 or Channel 9, and I'm watching the making of Enter the Dragon, but I didn't know what Enter the Dragon was all about.
I know.
But then, we went to the movies, and that's another story. But they used to show this on TV. They used to show featurettes to the latest films that were about to be released.
Yeah. I was blown away when I saw that. Yeah, the making of Enter the Dragon at the time as a kid.
Yeah.
To see Bruce behind the scenes.
Oh, indeed.
Producing and directing and choreographing. Amazing.
So
where did you pick this up? When did you get this?
I got this a number of years ago. I got this from another collector on eBay somewhere. But, it's one of those things that you're lucky. You got to be at the right place at the right time.
So you got the behind the scenes, and then you got the regular featurette trailer.
The trailer.
To the movie Enter the Dragon.
On a mysterious island by the South China Sea. So
that's a great one. I love that trailer.
Now, what I'm thinking about is if we do screen Rapid Fire and you screen Return of the Dragon, I'd like to bring all my 35 millimeter trailers to Bruce Lee's films so we can screen them in the movie theater.
Start the movie off by watching the trailers like in the old days.
Bro, I am
Coming
excited.
soon.
Chinese Connection, Fists of Fury, Return of the Dragon, Enter the Dragon, and I also have Marlowe.
Oh, nice.
The trailer to Marlowe features Bruce Lee destroying the office.
Oh, wow.
So people, I know that it's been years since, I've never seen the trailer.
No, I never did either.
So
yeah.
I'm actually going to see my own trailer for the first time on the 35mm film.
This is going to be historic, guys. Leave it in the comments if you would attend this screening here in Manhattan at the Anthology Film Archive on 2nd Street and 2nd Avenue.
2nd Avenue.
We're trying to get a feeling now if it's going to be worthwhile for us to rent this movie theater out and do this double feature of Showdown in Little Tokyo.
No, Rapid Fire.
Rapid Fire and
Return of the
Dragon with Chuck Norris.
Is your name Tang Lung?
Tang Lung. All right, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed this episode.
That's right there.
Well, this was unbelievable, Hector. I really appreciate you pulling all your items out of your collection for the fans out there to show them all the different formats. I don't know if anyone ever did this before, where they went through the whole array of formats that started with, 4K all the way down to the original 35mm print, which you now have in your collection. So thank you for that, man. I appreciate you inviting me.
My pleasure, bro.
This episode, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow our channel to 100,000 Bruce Lee fans as part of our community, people like you who really make this channel very special to us, because you guys show a lot of appreciation and support for what Hector and I do and bring to you each and every Friday. So give the video a thumbs up, please subscribe, and until next time, as always, we're going to sign out saying, have fun collecting, and we'll see you guys next time.
Now, water can flow or it can crash.
Be water, my friend. Take care, guys.